Welcome to the Tempest. Please silence your devices and refrain from photography or any recording. And please, no food in the theater. All aboard.
He'll be hanged yet.
Abandon ship!
Let's all sink with the king!
Let's take our leave of him!
Now would I give 1,000 furlongs of sea for an acre of barren ground, long heath, brown foot, anything. The wills above be done, but I would fain die a dry death.
But that the sea, mounting to the welkin's cheek, dashes the fire out. Oh, I have suffered with those that I saw suffer. A brave vessel, who had no doubt some noble creature in her, dashed all to pieces. Oh, the cry did knock against my very heart. Poor souls, they perished. Had I been any god of power, I would have sunk the sea within the earth, or ere it should the good ship so have swallowed it, and the frauding souls within her.
Be collected. No more amazement. Tell your piteous hearts there's no harm done.
Oh, woe the day!
No harm. I have done nothing but take care of thee. Of thee, my dear one. Of thee, my daughter, who art ignorant of what thou art, not knowing of whence I am, nor that I am more better than Prospero, master of a full porcel, and thy no greater mother.
More to know to never meddle with my thoughts.
'Tis time. I should inform thee farther. Lend thy hand, and pluck my magic garment from me. So lie there, my art. Wipe thou thine eyes. Have comfort. The direful spectacle of the wreck, which touched the very virtue of compassion in thee, I have with such provision in mine art, so safely ordered that there is no soul, no, not so much perdition as in hair, betid to any creature in the vessel, which thou heardst cry, which thou saw'st sink. Sit down. For thou must now no farther. Canst thou remember a time before we came unto this cell? I do not think thou canst, for then thou wast not out 3 years old.
Certainly, ma'am. I can.
By what?
'Tis far off, and rather like a dream. Had I not 4 or 5 women once that tended me?
Oh, thou hast, and more, Miranda. But how is it that this lives in thy mind? 12 years since, Miranda, 12 years since, thy mother was the Duchess of Milan.
Ma'am, are you not my mother?
Thy father was a piece of virtue, and a princess was born. And upon thy father's death, thy mother was made Duchess of Milan.
Lack for mercy. What foul play had we that we came from thence? Or blessed was we did?
Both, my girl. By foul play, as thou sayest, were we heaved thence, but blessedly hope hither. My brother and thy uncle, called Antonio, I pray thee mark me. To him I put the manage of my state. The government I cast upon my brother. And to my state grew stranger, being transported and racked in secret studies. Thy false uncle did something so... Thou attendst not.
Oh, good ma'am, I do.
I pray thee mark me. Thus, I neglecting my worldly ends, all dedicated to the closeness and bettering of my mind, awaked in thy false brother an evil nature, his ambition growing. He did believe he was indeed the Duke of Milan. Dost thou hear?
Your tale, ma'am, would cure deafness.
For me, poor woman, my library was dukedom large enough. Of temporal royalties, my brother thinks me now incapable. Confederate so dry he was persuaded with the king of Naples to give him annual tribute, to bend me out of my dukedom. Poor Milan, to most ignoble stooping.
Oh, the heavens.
Now the condition. The king of Naples, being an enemy, to me inveterate, hearkens my brother's suit, which was that he should eradicate me and mine out of the dukedom, and confer fair Milan with all the honors upon my brother. Whereon one midnight did Antonio open the gates of Milan, and in the dead of darkness, with his ministers and the purpose hurried thence, me and thy crying self.
Alack for pity. Wherefore did they not that hour destroy us?
Dear, they durst not. So dear the love my people bore me. And few they hurried us aboard a bark, bore us some leagues to sea, where they prepared a rotten carcass of a boat, not rigged, nor tackle, sail, nor mast. The very rats instinctively had quitted. There they hoisted us, to cry out to the sea that roared to us, to sigh to the winds whose pity sighing back again. Did us but loving wrong.
Alack, what trouble was I then to you?
Oh, a cherubin! Thou wast that did smile, thou wast that did preserve me, infused with a fortitude from heaven, which raised in me an undergoing stomach against which should ensue.
How came we ashore?
Oh, by providence divine. Some food we had, and some fresh water that a noble Neapolitan, Gonzalo, without of his charity, did give us with rich garments, stuffs, linens, necessaries, which since have studied much. So, out of his gentleness, he furnished me from mine own library with volumes that I prize above my dukedom.
Would I might would ever see that man.
Now I arise. Sit. Still and hear the last of our sea sorrow. Here upon this island where we arrived, and here have I, thy teacher, have made thee more profits than any other princesses that can have more time, and tutors not so careful.
Heavens, thank you for it. And now, I pray you, ma'am, your reason for raising this sea storm?
By accident, most strange, bountiful fortune now, my dear lady, hath mine enemies brought to the shore. But here, cease more questions, thou art inclined to sleep. 'Tis a good dullness, and give it way. I know thou canst not choose. Come, come, servants, come, I am ready now. Approach my Ariel. Come.
All hail, great master! Grave dame, hail. I come to answer thy best pleasure, be it to fly, to swim, to dive into the fire, to ride on the curled clouds, to thy strong bidding quality, Ariel and all their qualities.
Hast thou my spirit performed to point to the tempest that I bade thee?
To every article. I boarded the king's ship, now in the beak, now in the waist, the deck, in every cabin I flamed amazement. Sometime I divide and burn in many places. On the topmast, the yards and bowsprit where they flame distinctly. The fire and cracks of sulphurous roaring, the most mighty Neptune, seem to besiege and make his bold waves tremble, yea, his dread trident shake.
My brave spirit! But who was so firm, so constant, that this quarrel would not affect his reason?
Not a soul, but felt the fever of the mad and played some tricks of desperation. All but mariners plunged in the foaming brine and quit the vessel. Then all afire with me. The king's son, Ferdinand, was the first man that leaped. Cried, hell is empty and all the devils are here.
Why, that's my spirit! But was not this nice shore?
Close by, my master.
And are they, Ariel, safe?
Not a hair perished. On their sustaining garments, not a blemish, but fresher than before. And, as thou badest me, in troops I have dispersed them about the isle. The king's son have I landed by himself, whom I left cooling of the air with sighs, in an odd angle of the isle, and sitting, his arms in this, sad knot.
The mariners say how thou hast disposed.
Safely in harbor is the king's ship. In the deep nook there she's hid. The mariners all under hatches stowed, who with a charm have I left asleep.
And all the rest of the fleet?
All dispersed, and bound sadly home for Naples, supposing that they saw the king's ship wrecked, and his great person perish.
Ariel, thy charge exactly is performed. But there's more work. What is the time of the day?
Past the mid-season.
At least 2 glasses. The time took 6, and now must by us both be spent most preciously.
Is there more toil? Since thou dost give me pains, let me remember thee what thou hast promised, which is not yet performed to me.
Oh, no. Moody? What is thou canst demand?
My liberty!
Before the time be out, no more!
I prithee, remember I have done thee worthy service. Thou didst promise to bait me a full year.
Hast thou forget from what a torment I did free thee?
No.
Thou dost.
I do not.
Thou
now.
liest, malignant thing! Hast thou forgot the foul witch, Sycorax? Hast thou forgot her?
No, ma'am.
Thou hast. Where was she born? Speak! Tell me!
Ma'am, in Algiers.
Oh, was she so? I must, once in a month, recount what thou hast been, which thou dost forgetst. This damned witch, Sycorax, for mischiefs manifold and sorceries terrible, to enter human hearing, thou knowest, was banished. For one thing she did, they would not take her life. Is this not true?
Aye, ma'am.
This blue-eyed hag was hither brought with child, and was here left by the sailors. Thou, my slave, as thou reportst thyself, was then her servant. Thou wast a spirit too delicate to act her earthly and abhorred commands. Refusing her grand hest, she did confine thee into a cloven pine, within which rift, imprisoned, thou didst painfully remain 12 years, within which space she died and left thee there alone, save for the son that she did litter here, a freckled whelp hag born, not honored with human shape, whom now I keep in service.
Yes, Caliban, her son.
Thou best knowest what torment I did find thee in. Thy groans did make wolves howl, and penetrate the breast of ever-angry bears. It was a torment to lay upon the damned, which Sycorax cannot again undo. It was mine heart, when I arrived and heard thee, that made gape the pine and let thee out!
I thank thee, master.
If thou more murmurest, I will rend an oak and peg thee in his knotty entrails till thou thou hast held away 12 winters.
Pardon, master. I will be correspondent to command, and to my spiriting gently.
Do so, and after 2 days, I will discharge thee.
That's my noble master. What shall I do? Say what? What shall I do?
Make yourself like a nymph of the sea. Be subject to no sight but thine and mine, invisible to every eyeball else. Go, take this shape. Go hence with diligence. Awake, dear heart, awake, thou hast slept well.
The strangeness of your story put heaviness.
Shake it off. Come on. We'll visit Caliban, my slave, who never yields us kind answer.
'Tis a villain, ma'am. I do not love to look on.
But, as 'tis, we cannot miss him. He does make our fire, fetching our wood, and serves in offices that profit us. What? Ho! Caliban! Slave! Thou speak!
There's one enough within.
Come forth, I say! There's other business for thee! Come, thou tortoise! When? Oh, fine apparition! My quaint Ariel, hark in thine ear.
My lord. It shall be done.
Thou most poisonous slave, got by the devil himself, upon thy wicked dam! Come forth!
As wicked dew as e'er my mother brushed, with raven's feather from unwholesome fen, drop on you both, a southwest blow on ye, and blister you all o'er.
For this be sure, thou shalt have cramps, side stitches that shall pin thy breath up.
I must eat my dinner. This island's mine by Sycorax my mother, which thou takest from me. When thou camest first, thou strokest me, and madest much of me, would give me water with berries in't, and teach me how to name the bigger light, and how the less that burn by day and night, and then I loved thee, and showed thee all the qualities of the island, the fresh springs, brine pits, barren place, and fertile. Cursed be I that did so. All the charms of Sycorax, toads, beetles, bats, light on you! For I am all the subjects that you have, which first was mine own king, and here you stye me in this hard rock, whilst you do keep from me the rest of the island.
Almost flying slave, whom stripes may move not kindness. I have used thee, filth, as thou art, with human care, and I have lodged thee in mine own cell, till thou didst seek to violate the honor of my child.
Oh ho, what had been done? Thou didst prevent me. I had peopled else's island with Calibans.
Abhorrent slave! I pitied thee, took pains to make thee speak.
You taught me language, and my profit on't is I know how to curse. The red plague rid you for learning me your language.
Hag, seed, hence! Fetch us some fuel, and be quick! Thou art best to answer other business. Shouldst thou malice? If thou neglectst, or dost unwillingly what I command, I shall rack thee with old cramps. I shall fill all thy bones with aches, and make thee roar that beast shall tremble at thy din.
No, I pray thee, I must obey. Her art is of such power.
Go, slave hence!
Birdseed
where should this music be? In the air? Or the ground? And sure, it waits upon some god of the island. Sitting on a bank, weeping, again the king my father's wreck. I have followed it, but 'tis gone. No, it begins again.
Full fathom 5, thy father lies, of his bones are coral made. Those are pearls that were his eyes, nothing of him that doth fade, but doth suffer a sea change into something rich and strange.
The ditty does remember my drowned father. This is no mortal business, no nor sound that the earth owes. I hear it now above me.
The fringed curtains of thine eye advance, and say what thou seest yond.
What is? A spirit? It carries a brave form. But 'tis a spirit.
No, child. It eats and sleeps, and hath such senses as we have such. This gallant, which thou seest, was in the wreck, and but he's something stained with grief. Thou mightst call him a goodly person. He hath lost his fellows and strays about to find them.
I might call him a thing divine, for nothing natural I ever saw so noble.
It works! It goes on, I see, as my soul prompts it. Spirit, fine spirit, I'll free thee within 2 days for this.
Most sure, the goddess on whom these airs attend. Vouchsafe my prayer, may know if you remain upon this island, and that you will some good instruction give how I may bear me here. And my prime request, which I do last pronounce, is, you wonder if you be maid or no.
No wonder, sir, but certainly a maid.
My language! Heavens! I am the best of them that speak this speech, for I but where 'tis spoken.
How? The best? What wert thou if the king of Naples heard thee?
A single thing, as I am now, that wonders to hear thee speak of Naples. He does hear me, and that he does I weep. Myself am Naples, who with mine eyes, never since it ebbed, beheld the king my father's wrecked.
Alack for mercy.
Yes, faith, and the Duke of Milan with all his brave lords.
The Duke of Milan. And her more braver daughter could control thee, if now 'twert fit to do it. At first sight, they have changed eyes. Fine spirit, I'll set thee free for this. A word, sir, I charge thee. I fear you have done yourself some wrong. A word.
Why speaks my mother so ungently? This is the second man that e'er I saw, the first that e'er I sighed for. Pity move my mother to be inclined my way.
They are both in either's powers. But this swift business I must uneasy make, lest too light winning make the prize light. One word more, I charge thee, that thou attend me. Thou dost here usurp the name thou owest not, and hast put thyself upon this island as a spy, to win it from me, the sovereign aunt.
No, as I am a man.
There's nothing ill can dwell in such a temple.
Come, follow. He's a traitor. Speak not for him. You follow. I'll manacle thy neck and feet together. Sea water shalt thou drink. Follow!
No, I shall resist such entertainment till my enemy has more power.
Oh, dear mother! Make not trust him, for he's gentle and not fearful.
What I say? Put thy sword up, traitor, for I here can disarm thee with this stick and make thy weapon drop.
Beseech you, mother!
Hence, hang that on my garments.
Have pity, I'll be his surety.
Hence, silence! One word more, I will chide thee, if not hate thee. What? An advocate for an impostor? Hush! Thou thinkst there is no such shapes as he, having but seen him in Caliban, foolish wench. To the most of men, this is a Caliban, and they to him are angels.
My affections are then most humble. I have no ambition to see a goodlier man.
Come, follow. Their nerves are in their infancy again, and have no vigor in them.
So they are. My spirits, as in a dream, are all bound up. My father's loss, the weakness which I feel, the loss of all my friends, nor this dame's threats to whom I am subdued are but light to me. Might I, through my prison once a day, behold this maid?
It works. It works. Come! Thou hast done well, fine Ariel. Follow me! Hark, what else shalt thou do me?
Be of comfort. My mother's of a better nature, sir, than she appears by speech.
Thou shalt be free as mountain winds, but then do all points to my command.
To the syllable.
Follow! Speak not for him.
Beseech you, sir, be merry. You have cause, and so have we all of joy. Your escape is much beyond our laws. Few in millions can speak like us. Then wisely, good sir, weigh our sorrow with our comfort.
Prithee, peace.
He receives comfort like cold porridge.
Our counsel will not give up so fast.
Look, he's winding up the watch of his wit, and by and by it will strike.
Sir, when every grief is entertained that's offered, comes to the entertainer,
$1.
dole comes to him. Indeed, you have spoken truer than you purposed.
You've taken it wiselier than I meant you should.
Therefore, my lord.
Fie, what a spendthrift is he of his tongue.
I prithee, spare.
Well, I have done.
But yet,
He will be talking.
which of he or Adriana for a good wager first begins to crow?
The old cock.
The coquette.
Done. The wager?
A laughter.
A match.
Though this island seems to be desert,
So you are paid.
uninhabitable and almost inaccessible,
Yet.
She could not miss it.
it needs must be a subtle, tender, delicate temperance. The air breathes upon us here most sweetly.
As if it had lungs and rotten ones.
Or as 'twere perfumed by a swamp.
Here is everything advantageous to life.
True, save means to live.
Of that there's none, or little.
How lush and lusty the grass looks, and how green.
This is not much.
No, but he doth mistake the truth totally.
But the rarity of it is, which is indeed almost beyond credit, that our garments, being as they were, drenched in the sea, are now as fresh as when we were at Africa, at the marriage of the king's fair daughter, Clarabelle, to the king of Tunis.
'Twas a sweet marriage, and we prosper well in our return.
Tunis was never graced before with such a paragon to their queen.
Sir, we were talking that our garments seem now as fresh as when we were at Tunis, at the marriage of your daughter, who is now queen. Is not, sir, my doublet as fresh as when I first wore it?
You cram these words into mine ears against the stomach of my sense. Would I had never married my daughter there, for coming thence, my son is lost. O thou mine heir of Naples and of Milan, what strange fish hath made his meal on thee?
Sir, he may live. I saw him beat the surges under him and ride upon their backs. He trod the water, whose enmity he flung aside, and breasted the surge most swoln that met him. His bold head above the contentious waves he kept, and oared himself with good arms and lusty stroke to the shore, that o'er his wave-worn basis bowed, as stooping to relieve him. I not doubt he came alive to land.
No! No. He's gone.
Sir, you may thank yourself for this great loss. That would not bless our Europe with your daughter, but rather lose her to an African.
Prithee, peace!
We've lost your son. I fear forever. The fault's your own.
My lady Sebastiana, you got the sword when you should bring the plaster. It is foul weather, and it's all, good sir, when you are cloudy.
Foul weather.
Very foul.
Prithee no more. Thou dost talk nothing to me.
I do well believe, your highness, and did it to minister occasion to these two, who have such sensible and nimble lungs they always used to laugh at nothing.
Oh, 'twas you we laughed at.
Who in this kind of merry fooling and nothing to you, so you may continue and laugh at nothing still.
Oh, what a blow was there given.
You are gentle ones of brave metal.
Nay, good my lord, be not angry.
No! I warrant you, I will not adventure my discretion so weakly. You laugh me asleep, for I am very heavy.
Go, sleep and hear us.
Why all so soon asleep? I wish mine eyes would, with themselves, shut up my thoughts. I find they are inclined to do so.
Please you, sir, do not omit the heavy offer of it. It seldom visits sorrow, and when it doth, it is a comforter.
We too, my lord, will guard your person while you take your rest and watch your safety.
Thank you. Wondrous heavy.
What a strange drowsiness possesses them.
It is the quality of the climate?
Why doth it then not our island sink? I find not myself disposed to sleep.
Nor I. My spirits are nimble. They fell together all as by consent. They dropped as by a thunderstroke. What might? Worthy Sebastian. Oh, what might. No more. And yet, methinks I see it in thy face, what thou shouldst be. The occasion speaks thee, and my strong imagination sees a queenly crown dropping upon thy head.
What? Art thou waking?
Do you not hear me speak?
What is it thou didst say?
Noble Sebastiana, thou letst thy fortune sleep. Die, rather.
Thou dost snore distinctly. There's meaning in thy snores.
I am more serious than my custom. You must be so too.
Well, I'm standing water.
I'll teach you how to flow.
Do so. Prithee, say on.
Thus, dear lady. Although this lord here professes to persuade the king his son is alive, it is as impossible that he is undrowned as he that sleeps here swims.
I have no hope that he is undrowned.
Oh, out of that no hope. What great hope have you? Will you grant with me that Ferdinand is drowned?
He's gone.
And tell me, who is the next heir of Naples?
Clarabelle.
She that is queen of Tunis. She that dwells 10 leagues beyond man's life. She that from Naples can have no note unless the sun were messenger.
What stuff is this? How say you?
Say this were death that now hath seized them. Why, they were no worse than now they are. Oh, that you bore the mind that I do. What a sleep were this for your advancement. Do you understand me?
Methinks I do. I remember you did supplant your sister, Prospero.
True. And look how well my garments sit upon me. Much feature than before. My sister's servants were once my fellows. Now they are my men.
No, but for your conscience.
Aye, my lady, where lies that? Here lies your brother. No better than the earth he lies upon. If he were that which now he's like that's dead, whom I, with this obedient steel, 3 inches of it, lay to bed forever. Whiles you, doing thus to this ancient morsel, for all the rest, they'll take suggestion as a cat laps milk.
Thy case, dear friend, shall be my precedent. As thou got's Milan, I'll come by Naples. Draw thy sword. One stroke shall free thee from this tribute which thou payest. And I, the queen, shall love thee.
My master, through her art, foresees the danger that you, her friend, are in, and sends me forth. For else her project dies, to keep them living.
Draw together, and when I rear my hand, do you the like to fall it on Gonzalo.
Is that the king?
Why, how now? Away! Why are you drawn? Wherefore this ghastly looking?
What's the matter?
Whilst we stood here securing your repose, even now we heard a hollow burst of bellowing like bulls, or rather lions. It did not wake you, it struck mine ear most terribly.
I heard nothing.
'Twas a din to fright a monster's ear, to cause an earthquake. Sure was the roar of a whole herd of lions.
Heard you this, Gonzalo?
Upon mine honor, sir, I heard a humming, which did awake me when my eyes opened. I saw their weapons drawn. 'Tis best we stand upon a guard, that we quit this place. Let's draw our weapons.
Lead off this ground, and let's make further search for my poor son.
Heavens keep him from these beasts, for he is sure in the island.
Lead away.
Prospero shall know what I have done. So, King, go safely on to seek thy son.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs, fens, flats, on Prosper fall, and make her, by inch meals, a disease! Her spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. But they'll nor pinch, fright me with urchin shows, pitch me in the mire, nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way, unless she bid 'em. Sometime am I all wound with adders who with cloven tongues do hiss me into madness. Lo, now, lo, shh. Here comes the spirit of earth, and to torment me for bringing wood in slowly. I'll fall flat. Perchance he will not mind me.
Here is neither bush nor shrub to bear off any weather at all. Oh, and another storm brewing! If it should thunder as it did before, I know not where to hide my head. What have we here? A man or a fish? Dead or alive? Oh, a fish. Oh, he smells like a fish. Ugh, a very ancient and fish-like smell. Huh. Legged like a man. And his fins like arms. Warm. Oh, my throat. Ugh. I do not let loose my opinion. Hold it no longer. This is no fish, but an islander that hath lately suffered by a thunderbolt. Alas, the storm has come again. Oh, my best way is to creep under his gabardine. Oh. There are no other shelter hereabouts. Misery acquaints a man with strange bedfellows. I will here shroud to the dregs of the storm be passed.
Loved
Mel, Megan, Marion, and Marjorie. But none of us cared for Kate. I shall no more to see. Here shall I die ashore. For she had a tongue with a tang, would cry to a sailor, go hang. She loved not the savor of tar nor of pitch, yet a tailor might scratch her where'er she did itch. Then to the sea boys and let her go hang. This is a very scurvy tune to sing at a man's funeral. Well, here's my comfort.
Uh-oh.
Do not torment me.
What's the matter? Have we devils here? I have not escaped drowning to be afeard now of your 4 legs.
The spirits torment me.
This is some monster of the isle with 4 legs who hath got, as I take it, an ague. Where the devil should he learn our language? I shall give him some relief, if it be but for that. If I can recover him and keep him tame and get to Naples with him, he is a present for any emperor.
Do not torment me, prithee. I'll bring my wood home faster.
He is in his fit now and does not talk after the wisest. Come, you shall taste my bottle. Come your ways, open your mouth. Here is that interview. Open your mouth.
Prosper works upon thee.
You cannot tell who your friend is. Open your traps again.
It should be. But he is drowned, and these are devils. Oh, defend me.
4 legs and 2 voices. A most delicate monster. His forward voice now is to speak well of his friend. His backward voice is to utter foul speeches. Come, amen, I shall pour some in thy other mouth.
Stefano!
Doth thy other mouth call me? Mercy, mercy, this is a devil and no monster. I will leave him.
Stefano! If thou beest Stefano, touch me and speak to me. For I am Trinculo. Be not afeard, thy good friend Trinculo.
If thou beest Trinculo, come forth. I shall pull thee by the lesser legs. If any be Trinculo's legs, these are they. Thou art Trinculo indeed. How camest thou to be the siege of this mooncalf? Can he vent Trinculos?
Oh, I took him to be killed with a thunderbolt. But art thou not drowned, Stefano? I hid me under this dead mooncalf's dabberdine for fear of the storm. Oh, and art thou not living, Stefano? Oh, Stefano, to Neapolis escape.
Really, do not turn me about. My stomach is not constant.
These be fine things, and if they be not sprites, that's a brave god.
Oh.
And bears celestial liquor. I will kneel to him.
How didst thou escape? How camest thou hither? Swear by this bottle how thou camest hither. I escaped on a butt of sack, which the sailors did heave overboard.
I'll swear upon that bottle to be thy true subject, for the liquor is not earthly.
Here, swear by this bottle how thou escapest.
Swim ashore, man, like a duck. I can swim like a duck, I'll be sworn.
There, kiss the book. Hey, though thou canst swim like a duck, Thou art made like a goose!
Oh, Stefano. Gosh, any more of this? Is that you?
The whole butt, man. My cellar is in a rock by the seaside where my wine is hid. How now, Mooncap?
How dost thine egg you?
Hast thou not dropped from heaven?
Out to the moon, I do assure thee. I was the man of the moon when time was.
Oh, I have seen thee in her, and I do adore thee. My mistress showed me thee, and thy dog, and thy bush.
Come, swear to that. Kiss the book. I will furnish it anon with new context.
I'm just a very shallow monster. You have heard of him? A very weak monster. Man in the mood of a poor, credulous monster. Oh, well-drawn monster, inconsistent.
I'll show thee the every qualities of the island, and I will kiss thy foot. I prithee be my god.
Come on then, down and swear.
I'll laugh myself to death at this puppy-headed monster. I'm a scurvy monster. I can find it in my heart to beat him. Oh! That the poor monsters and drink. Ugh.
Come, kiss her.
I'll show thee the fresh springs, I'll pluck thee berries, I'll fish for thee, and get thee wood enough. A plague upon the tyrant that I serve. I'll bear her no more sticks, but follow thee, thou wondrous man.
Oh, a most ridiculous monster to make a wonder of a poor drunkard.
I prithee, let me bring thee where crabs grow, and I with my long nails will dig thee pig nuts, show thee a jay's nest, and instruct thee how to snare the nimble marmoset. I'll bring thee to clustering filibert, and sometimes will I get the young scabbles from the rock. Wilt thou go with me?
Yeah, I prithee, lead on without any more talking. Trigulo, if you and all our company else being drowned, we will inherit here. Bear my battle fellow Trigulo, we will fill him by and by again.
Farewell, master. Farewell, farewell.
A howling monster, a drunken monster.
No more dams I'll make for fish, nor fetch and firing at requiring. Nor scrape trencher, nor wash dish. Ban, Caliban!
Ban, Caliban!
Has a new master, get a new man. Freedom, heyday, heyday. Freedom, freedom, heyday, freedom.
Oh, lead on, brave monster!
Freedom, heyday, heyday. Freedom, freedom.
There be some sports are painful, and their labor delight in them sets off. This, by mean task, is as heavy to me as odious. But the mistress which I serve quickens what's dead and makes my labors pleasures. She is 10 times more gentle than her mother's crabbed. That dame is composed of harshness. I shall remove some thousands of these logs and pile them up upon a sore injunction. But my sweet mistress does weep for me when she sees me work and says, such baseness had never like executor. I forget, but these sweet thoughts do even refresh my labors, most busy lest when I do them.
Alas now, pray you, work not so hard. I would the lightning had burnt up those logs that you are enjoined to pile. Pray, set it down and rest you. When this burns, 'twill weep for having wearied you. My mother is hard at study. Pray now, rest yourself. She's safe for these 3 hours.
Oh, most dear mistress, the sun shall set before I shall discharge what I must strive to do.
If you'll sit down, I'll bear your logs the while. Pray, give me that, I'll carry it to the pile.
No, precious creature, I'd rather crack my sinews, break my back, than you shall such dishonor go while I sit lazy by.
It would become me as well as it does you, and I should do it with much more ease, all for my good will. And yours it is against.
Poor worm. Thou art infected. This visitation shows it.
You look wearily.
No, noble mistress, 'tis fresh morning with me when you are by at night. I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my mother! I have broke your hest to say so.
Admired Miranda, indeed the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world. Oh, you so perfect and peerless are created of every creature's best.
I do not know one of my sex, save my mother. No woman's face remember, save from my glass mine own. Nor have I seen more than I may commend than you, good friend. How features are abroad, I am skilless of. But by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not wish any friend in the world but you. But I prattle something too wildly, and my mother's precepts I dare and do forget.
In my condition I am a prince, Miranda. I do think a king. I would not so. Hear my soul speak. From the very instant that I saw you did my heart fly to your service, and there resides to make me slave to it. And for your sake am I this patient logman.
Do you love me?
Oh heaven, oh earth, bear witness to the sound. I, beyond all limit of what else in the world do love, prize, honor you.
I'm a fool to weep at what I'm glad of.
Wherefore weep you?
At mine unworthiness, that dare not offer what I desire to give, and much less take what I shall die to want. I am your wife, if you will marry me.
My mistress, dearest, and I thus humble ever.
My husband, then.
Aye, here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in it.
Fair encounter of two most rarest affections. Heavens rain grace on that which breeds between them.
And so farewell, till half an hour hence.
1,000,000.
Now to my book, for yet ere supper time must I perform much business appertaining.
Mel, Megan, Marian, and Marjorie. Tell not me! When the butt is out, we will drink water. Not a drop before. Therefore, bear up and board dung. Servant monster, drink to me.
Servant monster, the folly of this island. Oh, they say there's but 5 on this isle. We are 3 of them. The other 2 be brains like us with state tar.
Drink, servant monster, when I bid thee. Thy eyes are almost set in thy head.
Where should they be set else? He were a brave monster indeed if they were set in his tail.
Thy man monster hath drowned his tongue in sap. But by this light, thou shalt be my lieutenant, monster.
Mooncalf, speak once in thy life. If thou beest a good mooncalf.
How does thy honor? Let me lick thy shoes. I'll not serve him. He's not valiant.
Thou liest, most ignorant monster! Why, thou debauched fish, thou! Was there ever a man a coward that had drank so much sack as I today? I'll tell the monstrous lie, being but half a fish and half a monster!
Know how he mocks me. Wilt thou let him, my lord?
Lord, quoth thee, that a monster should be such a natural!
No! No again! Bite him to death, I prithee.
Tranquilo! Keep a good tongue in thy head. If you prove mutineer, the next tree. The poor monster's my subject, and he shall not suffer indignity.
I thank my noble lord. Wilt thou be pleased to hearken once again to the suit I made to thee?
Oh, marry will I. Kneel and repeat it. I will stand, and so shall Trinculo.
As I told thee before, I am subject to a tyrant, a sorceress that by her cunning hath cheated me of the island.
Thou liest.
Thou liest? Thou jesting monkey, thou! I would my valiant master would destroy thee! I do not lie.
Trinculo, if you trouble him any more in his tail, by this hand, I'll supplant some of your teeth.
Why? I said nothing!
Your mum, then, and no more. Come, proceed.
I say, by sorcery she got this island. From me she got it. I do beseech thy greatness, if thou wilt revenge it on her, thou shalt be lord of it, and I'll serve thee.
How now shall this be? Tempest. Canst thou bring me to the party?
Yea, my lord. I'll yield her thee asleep, where thou mayst knock a nail into her head.
Thou liest. Thou canst not.
What a pie ninny's this? Thou scurvy! I do beseech thy greatness, give him blows, and take this bottle from him. When thou'st gone, he shall drink naught but brine, for I'll not show him where the quick freshes are.
Trinculo, run into no further danger. If you interrupt the monster one word further, by this hand, I'll turn my mercy out o' doors and make a stock fish of thee.
Why? What did I? I did nothing! I'll go farther off.
Didst thou not say he lied?
Thou liest.
Do I
Okay.
Take thou that! As you like this, give me the lie another time.
I did not give the lie. Out of your wits and bearing too. A pox on your bottles. This gets that the drinking do. A plague on your monster and the devil take your fingers.
Now, forward with your tail. Hey, prithee, stand farther off.
Beat him enough. After a little time, I'll beat him too.
Stand farther. Come, proceed.
Why, as I told thee before, I am 'tis a custom with her, in the afternoon to sleep. There thou mayst brain her, having first seized her books, or with a log batter her skull, or punch her with a stake, or cut her weasand with thy knife. Remember, first to possess her books, for without them she's but a sot, as I am, nor hath not one spirit to command. They all hate her as rootedly as I. burnt not her books, and that most deeply to consider is the beauty of her daughter, which she herself calls a nonpareil.
Is it so brave a lass?
Aye, my lord, she will become thy bed, I warrant, and bring thee forth brave brood.
Monster, I will kill the witch! Her daughter and I will be king and queen. Oh, save our graces. And Trinculo and thyself will be viceroys. Dost thou like the plot, Trinculo?
Excellent.
Give me thy hand. I am sorry I beat thee. But while thou livest, keep a good tongue in thy head.
Within this half hour will she be asleep. Wilt thou destroy her then?
Aye, on mine honor.
This will I tell my mistress.
Thou makest me merry. I am full of pleasure.
Come, Trinculo, let's sing. Floutum and scoutum and scoutum and floutum, thought is free.
That's not the tune.
What does this say?
This is the tune of our catch, played by the picture of nobody.
If thou beest a man, show thyself.
Oh, forgive me my sin!
Mercy upon us!
Art thou afeard?
No, monster, not I.
Be not afeard. The isle is full of noises, sounds, and sweet airs that give delight and hurt not. Sometime 1,000 twangling instruments will hum about mine ears, and sometime voices that, if I then had waked after long sleep, will make me sleep again. And then in dreaming, the clouds, methought, would open and show riches ready to drop upon me that, when I waked, I cried to dream again.
This will prove a brave kingdom to me, for I shall have my music for nothing.
When Prospero is destroyed!
That will be by and by. I remember the story.
Ah, the sound is going away. Let's follow it and now to our work.
My lead monster will follow. I would I could see this taborer. He lays it on.
Welcome. I'll follow Stefano.
Ryan Lakin, sir. I can go no further. My old bones ache. By your patience, sir, my knees must rest me.
Old Lord, I cannot blame thee when myself am attached with weariness. Sit and rest. Oh, he is drowned whom thus we stray to find, and the sea mocks our frustrate search on land. Well, let him go.
I am right glad he's so out of hope.
The next advantage we will take thoroughly.
Let it be tonight.
I say tonight, no more.
My good friends, hark! What harmony is this?
Marvelous sweet music.
Heaven give us kind keepers, what are these?
A living drollery. Now I will believe that there are unicorns. They vanished strangely. No matter, since they have left a banquet behind, for we have stomachs. Will it please you taste of what is here?
Not I.
Faith, sir, you need not worry.
I will stand to and feed, although my last. No matter, since I feel the best is past. My sister the Duke stand to and do as we.
You are free of sin. Destiny hath caused to belch up you, and I not inhabit, you amongst all be most unfit to live. I have made you mad. You fools! I and my fellows are ministers of fate, the elements of whom your swords are tempered may as well wound the loud winds as diminish one feather that's in my plume. But remember, for that's my business to you, that you three from the land did supplant good Prospero, exposed unto the sea, which hath requited her and her innocent child, for which foul deed the powers delaying, not forgetting, have incensed the seas and shores, yea, all the creatures against her pace. If thy son, Alonso, have bereft, and do pronounce by me lingering perdition, worse than any death.
Bravely the figure of this harpy hast thou performed, my Ariel. All mine enemies are on it up in their distractions. My high charms work. They are now in my power.
In the name of something holy, sir, why stand you in this strange state?
Methought the billows spoke the name of Prospero and did proclaim my trespass. Therefore, my son in the ooze is bedded, and I will seek him deeper than e'er plummet sounded, and with him there lie mudded.
Oh, but one fiend at a time, I'll fight their legions, or...
I'll be thy second.
All three of them are desperate. Their great guilt now bites the spirit. I will follow him swiftly and hinder him from what this ecstasy may now provoke him to.
We shall follow you.
If I have too austerely punished you, your compensation makes amends, for I have given you a third of mine own life, who once again I tender to thy hand. Take my daughter, but if thou dost break her virgin knot before all sanctimonious ceremonies may with full and holy rite be ministered, no sweet aspersion shall the heavens let fall make this contract grow.
As I hope for quiet days, fair issue and long life, the strongest temptation shall never melt mine honor into lust.
Fairly spoke. Sit then, talk with her, she is thine own. Ariel, watch my industrious servant. Ariel.
What would my public master? Here I am.
Go, bring the rabble here to this place, incite them to quick motion, for I must bestow mine eyes upon this young couple, some vanity of mine art.
Before you say come and go, and breathe twice and cry so, do you love me, master? No?
Dearly, my delicate Ariel, do not approach till thou dost hear me call. Look down, be true! Do not give dalliance, too much rain, be more abstemious, or else good night your vow.
I warrant you, ma'am. The white cold virgin snow upon my heart abates the ardor of my liver.
Well, no tongue. All eyes, be silent.
Ceres, most bounteous lady, thy rich leaves of wheat, rye, barley, vetches, oats, and peas,
thy turfy mountains, where live nibbling sheep. The queen of the sky, whose messenger am I, bids thee to come and sport. Her peacocks fly amain. Approach, rich Ceres, her to entertain. Hail, many-colored messenger, why hath thy queen summoned me hither to this short grass green? A contract of true love to celebrate, and some donation freely to estate on the blessed lovers. Highest queen of state, great Juno comes. Great Juno comes. I know her by her gait.
How does my bounteous sister? Go with me to bless this twain, that they may prosperous be and honored in their interview. Honor rich is merit blessing, long continuance and increasing. Hourly joys be still upon you. Juno sings her blessings upon you. Births increase, boys in plenty, barns and garners never empty, vines and clustering bunches growing, plants with goodly bird and bowing, spring come to you at the farthest, in the very end of harvest. Scarcity and want shall shun you. Blessing is so on you.
This is a most majestic vision. Might I be bold to think these spirits?
Spirits, which by mine art I have from their confines called to enact my present fancies.
Let me stay here ever. So rare a wondered mother and wife makes this place paradise.
Sweet, now silence! Juno and Ceres whisper seriously. There's something else to do. Hush, and be mute, or else our spell is marred. You nymphs, called naiads of the windring brooks, with your such crowns and ever harmless looks, leave your crisp channels, and on this green land answer your summons, Juno does command. Come, temperate nymphs, and help to celebrate a contract of true love. Be not too late. You sunburnt sicklemen of August weary, come hither from the furrow and be merry. Make holiday. Your rye straw hats put on, and these fresh nymphs encounter everyone in country footing.
others in some passion that works her strongly.
Never till this day saw I her touched with anger so distempered.
You do look, my son, in the moved sort, as if you were dismayed. Be cheerful, sir. Our revels now are ended. These are actors, as I foretold you, are spirits, and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the faceless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yea, all which it inherit, shall dissolve. And like the insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a wreck behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. If you be pleased, retire to my cell, and there repose. A turn or two I'll walk to still my beating mind.
We wish your peace.
Come with a thought, I thank thee, Ariel, come.
Thy thoughts I cleave to. What's thy pleasure?
Spirit, we must prepare to meet with Caliban.
Aye, my commander.
Say again, where didst thou leave these varlets?
I told you, ma'am, they were red hot with drinking, yet always bending towards their project. Then I beat my tabor. Then I charmed their ears. That calf-like, they my lowing followed through toothed briars, sharp furzes and thorns. At last I left them in the filthy mantled pool beyond your cell.
This was well done, my bird. Retain thy shape, invisible thou still. The trumpery in my house, go, bring it hither. For stale to catch these thieves.
I go.
I will plague them all, even to roaring. Go, hang them on this line.
Monster, your fairy, which you say is a harmless fairy, has done little better than play the jack with us.
Monster, I do smell all horse piss, at which my nose is in great indignation.
Oh, so is mine. Do you hear, monster?
Aye, but to lose our bottles in the pool. Oh.
There is not only disgrace and dishonor in that, but an infinite loss.
My king, be quiet. Cease thou here. This is the mouth of the cell. No noise, and enter to that good mischief which may make this island thine own forever.
Give me thy hand. I do begin to have bloody thoughts.
Oh, King Stefano! Oh, hero worthy Stefano! Look what a wardrobe here is for thee!
So left alone, thou fool, it is but trash!
Oh, ho, monster, we know it belongs to frippery. Oh, King Stefano!
Put off that gown, Trinculo. By this hand, I'll have that gown.
My great shall have it.
Let alone drown this fool! What do you mean to dope us on such luggage? Let it alone and do the murder first. If she awake from toe to ground, fill our skins with creatures, make us
Quiet, you monster. Mistress lies. Is not this my jerkin? Now the jerkin is under the line.
Captain, we stand by the line and level, and it's like your grace.
I thank thee for that jest. Here's a garment for it, which shall not go unrewarded whilst I am king of this country.
Monster, come put some pinch upon thy fingers and away with the rest.
I will have none on't. We shall lose our time, and all be turned to barnacles.
Monster, help to bear this away, or I'll turn you out to my kingdom. Go to, carry this.
And this.
And whoop, this.
quickly shall all my labors end, and thou shalt have the air at freedom. Now that my project gathers to a head, how's the day?
On the 6th hour, at which time, my lady, you said our work should cease.
I did say so, when first I raised the Tempest. Say, my spirit, how's the king and his followers?
Just as you left them, all prisoners, ma'am. They cannot budge till your release. Your charm so strongly works them, that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender.
Dost thou think so, spirit?
Mine would, ma'am, were I human.
And mine shall. Hast thou which art but ere a touch, a feeling of their afflictions, and shall not myself, one of their kind, be kindlier moved than thou art? Though at their high wrongs, I'm struck to the quick. The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance. Go release them, Ariel. My charms I'll break, their senses I'll restore, and they shall be themselves.
I'll fetch them, ma'am.
I have bedimmed the noontide sun, called forth the mutinous winds, and twixt the green sea and the azur'd vault, set roaring war. To the dread rattling thunder have I given fire, and rifted Jove's stout oak with his own bolt. The strong-based promontory have I made shake, and by the spurs plucked up the pine and cedar. Graves at my command have waked their sleepers, oped and let them forth by my so potent art. But this rough magic I hear abjure, and when I've acquired some heavenly music, which even now I do, to work mind end upon their senses that this airy charm is for, I'll break my staff, bury it certain fathoms in the earth, and deeper than it ever plummet sound, I'll drown my book. Gonzalo, a true preserver, to him you followest. I'll pay thy graces both home and word and deed. Most cruelly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. Thy sister was a furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched for it now, Sebastiana. Flesh and blood. You, brother mine, who with Sebastiana would here have killed your king. I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. Ariel, fetch me the hat and rapier in my cell. I will discase me and present myself as I was some time a land. And quickly, spirit, thou shalt ere long be free. Miss thee, but yet thou shalt have freedom. So. to the king's ship, invisible as thou art. There shalt find the mariners asleep under the hatches, the master and the boatswain being awake, and quickly, spirit, presently, I prithee.
All torment, wonder, trouble, and amazement inhabits here. Some heavenly power guide us out of this fearful country.
Behold, Sir King, the wronged Duke of Milan, Prospero, who more that a living princess does now speak to thee. I do embrace thy body. And to thee and thy company, I bid a hearty welcome.
Whether thou beest she or no, or some enchanted trifle sent to abuse me as late I have been, I not know. Thy pulse beats of flesh and blood, and since I saw thee, the affliction of my mind amends. Thy dukedom I resign, and do entreat thou pardon me of my wrongs. But how should Prospero be living and be here?
First, noble friend, I do embrace thine age, whose honor cannot be measured or confined.
Whether it be or be not, I'll not swear.
Welcome, my friends, all. But you, my pack of villains. Were I so minded, I here could justify you traitors. At this time, I will tell no tales.
The devil speaks in
No! For you most wicked sir, whom to call brother, would even infect my mouth. I do forgive thy rankest fault, all of them, and require my dukedom, which perforce I know thou must restore.
If thou beest Prospero, give us the particulars of thy preservation, how thou hast met us here, whom on this shore been wrecked for 3 hours, where I have lost my dear son, Ferdinand.
I'm woe for it, sir, for I have lost my daughter.
A daughter? Oh, heavens, that they were both in Naples, the king and queen there. When did you lose your daughter?
In this last tempest. Know for certain that I am Prospero, who upon this shore where you were wrecked was landed to be the sovereign aunt. Welcome, sir. This cell's my court. I pray you, look in. My dukedom, since you have given me again, I requite you with as good a thing.
Sweet lord, you play me false.
No, my dearest love, I would not for the world.
A most high miracle!
Though the seas threaten, they are merciful. I have cursed them without cause.
Now all the blessings of a glad father compass thee about. Arise, and say how thou camest here.
Oh, wonder! How many goodly creatures are there here? How beauteous mankind is! Oh, brave new world that has such people in it!
'Tis new to thee!
What is this maid? Is this the goddess that hath severed us and brought us thus together?
Sir, she is mortal, but by a mortal providence she is mine. I chose her when I could not ask my father for advice, nor thought I had one. She is daughter to this famous Duchess of Milan.
Oh, look down, you gods, and on this couple drop a blessed crowd.
I say amen, Gonzalo. Give me your hands. Let faith and joy still encompass their heart that doth wish you joy.
Let it be so. Amen. Oh, look, sure, look. Here comes more of us. Oh. Wow, what is the news?
The best news, sir, is that we have found our king and company. The next, our ship is tight and yare and as bravely rigged as when we first put out to sea.
Ma'am, all this service have I done since I went.
My tricksy spirit.
How came you hither?
We were dead asleep, and how, I know not, all clapped under hatches. For but even now, with strange and several noises, we were awaked, straightway at liberty, even in a dream, and brought hither.
West, well done.
Bravely, my diligence. Thou shalt be free. Set Caliban and his companions free. Untie the spell. How fares, my gracious sir? They are yet missing of your company. Some few odd lads that you remember not. Know and own this thing of darkness. I acknowledge mine.
I shall be pinched to death.
Is not this Stefano, my drunken butler?
He is drunk now. Where had you wine?
And Trinculo is reeling ripe. How camest thou in this pickle?
Oh, I have been in such a pickle since I saw you last.
How now, Stefano?
Oh, touch me not. I am not Stefano, but a crab.
You be the king of the isle, Sirrah?
I would have been a sore one then.
This is as strange a thing as e'er I looked upon.
He is as disproportioned in his manners as in his shape. Go, Sirrah, to my cell, and take your companions with you as you look to have my compardon. God, trim it handsomely.
Aye, that I will, and I'll be wise hereafter, and seek for grace. What a thrice double ass was I to take this drunkard for a god and worship this dull fool.
Go away! Sir, I invite your highness and your train to my poor cell, where you shall take a night and rest. And in the morn, I shall bring you to your ship, and so to Naples, where I have hoped to see the nuptial of these our dear beloved solemnized, and thence retire me to my Milan, where every third thought shall be my grave. I'll deliver all, and promise you calm seas, auspicious gales, and sails so expeditious that shall catch your royal fleet far off. Ariel, my chick, be free, and fare thou well. Now, my charms are all o'erthrown, and what strength I have's mine own. Now, I want spirits to enforce, art to enchant, lest mine ending is despair, lest I be relieved by prayer. Let your indulgence set me